There once lived a clever and successful jeweler named Omar in the ancient city of Baghdad. He traveled across the world, collecting and selling rare jewels and ornaments. Omar was famous for the beauty and uniqueness of his jewelry. One evening, as he sat with some curious customers, he showed them dazzling pieces from his collection. But one of them pointed at a small wooden box and asked, "Omar, what is in this box?" Omar smiled mysteriously. "Ah, this box. I will show you what's inside. But I'm waiting for night to fall." The sun dipped below the horizon, and shadows filled the room. Omar slowly opened the wooden box. A radiant blue glow filled the space. The jewel inside sparkled so brightly it seemed to light up the entire shop. Omar held it gently in his hands and said, "This is one of the 7 most precious stones in the world. I plan to present it to the king himself." He told them he would leave by train the next morning to deliver it to the royal court. Unbeknownst to Omar, among the customers sat a thief named Jami. The sight of the glowing gem held him spellbound. A desire burned inside him. He had to steal that jewel. The next morning, Jami bought a train ticket and boarded the very same compartment as Omar. He smiled and said, "I too am going to Baghdad. May I be your companion?" Omar looked into Jami's eyes. In that moment he knew the truth. Jami was no companion, he was a thief. Still, Omar welcomed him with a smile and said nothing. They chatted through the day, and when night came, Omar took off his robe and hung it beside Jami's. Then, without a sound, he slipped the jewel box into Jami's robe pocket and went to sleep peacefully. Jami woke in the dark. He tiptoed toward Omar's belongings and searched everything, his robe, his bags, even under his pillow. But the jewel was nowhere to be found. At dawn, Omar woke up early, retrieved the jewel from Jami's pocket, and wore his robe again. Over breakfast, Jami asked, "Omar, your stone didn't shine last night. Did you forget it?" Omar replied with a smile, "No, it is still with me." He opened the box and revealed the glowing jewel once again. Jami was stunned. He scratched his head and thought, "Tonight, I must find it no matter what." But once again, Omar did the same. He hid the box in Jami's robe as they slept. And once again, Jami searched the entire compartment, every nook and cranny, but never his own pocket. Morning came, and Omar calmly retrieved the jewel. Over breakfast, Jami asked, "Where is your stone?" "It didn't shine last night. Have you lost it?" Omar simply replied, "No, it is with me. Its shine cannot be dimmed." The third night passed the same way. Jami searched everywhere except his own shirt, and each morning, the stone returned to Omar's hands as if by magic. At last, they reached their destination. Before parting ways, Jami turned to Omar and said, "Brother, I must confess, I am not a traveler. I am a thief. I joined you only to steal your precious stone. But I searched for it for 3 nights and still don't know. Where did you hide it?" Omar smiled and said, "I knew you were a thief from the very first moment. And the truth is, the stone was never with me. It was with you." Jami's eyes widened. "With me?" he whispered. Omar nodded. "Yes, every night I placed it in your pocket. You searched everywhere, except your own self." Jami shook his head in disbelief, and Omar walked away, smiling. And so, the thief who searched outward found nothing, while the wise man knew the treasure was always close by. Sometimes in life, we search the world for happiness, success, or love. But the truth is, what we seek is often hidden within ourselves.